All right, in this day and age, you hear a lot about socialism versus capitalism. Barack Obama is leading us towards a socialism and whatnot. I'm just going to kind of break them both down: socialism versus capitalism. In socialism, you have more of a equality, income equality. You have a lower overall standard of living, but everybody's more equal. For example, a business structure in a socialism is run by the government. So all profit goes towards social welfare programs run by the government and a redistribution of the wealth and the profit from that business. So say a steel mill, all the profit goes towards the government and is redistributed to the people. So you don't have any poor people living on the streets, but you don't have any very wealthy people. So it's kind of like taking everything and just meeting in the middle, overall social welfare. In a capitalism, you have a private business owner who takes all the profits, pays his people low wages, and he's very wealthy, but you have the people that work for him making far less money than he is, and he's taking all the profit. So on the outside, it seems like socialism is a better model of government, but in reality, neither of them are better than the other. But personally, I think capitalism is definitely a better society, social structure. Even though there is people who still end up on the streets, but there are people who are allowed to take their drive and their innovation and succeed under that form of government. So if you're very driven, sky's the limit for you. You can create with your innovation and ingenuity whatever you want. Okay, and in a socialism, everybody's equal, so people don't have to work as hard because they don't have as much to worry about. Um, there's in this day and age, we're moving towards a globalization agenda. Some people call it New World Order. I'm not going to go so radical as to call it a New World Order because that term's just been run through the mill and associated with groups like Illuminati and the Bilderberg Group or whatever you want to get into. But I'm not going to get into all that. So basically you have your pockets of the economy that produce the primary producers that extract the raw materials. Then you have your secondary, which is groups that are they bring in the goods and they in a factory and they process them. And then you have your tertiary who distribute the goods, which pretty much most of the wage-based jobs in the United States are like that, where everybody's distributing, and selling the goods in the high-income countries. So in the low-income countries, you have people who extract the raw materials, and then you have those distributed from there to the consumers. If anything, I'll give you some statistics on how a socialism compared to a capitalism. In the 1980s, East Germany, Soviet Russia, Czech Republic, they were all socialisms type societies. Compared to the United States, which was more of a free market capitalism in Western European countries, the average income for somebody living in a capitalism was $13,500 per year. The average income for somebody living in a socialism type society was $5,000. So in socialism, you have more income equality, but you have a lower standard of living, if that makes sense. So, if anything, if anyone's watching this right now, I would encourage anybody to to be a social engineer right now and think of a society that could outdo both of these. So, to anybody who's watching this, think about how to increase humanitarian efforts for the benefit of all, but keeping within a society that drives people to reach their maximum potential. So, all right, I will talk to you guys later.